Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Smart Grasp, Explore, and Win. Greetings for the day. Let's get started with today's topic. So, today's topic is exercise 8.2, first sum, first subdivisions. Sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30 cos 60. So, we know that sin 60 value is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. Now sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Similarly, cos 60 value is also 1 by 2. Now I am just going to multiply. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 2 2s are 4. Plus 1 1s are 1. 2 2s are 4. Now it becomes 4. Now it becomes 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. Now second subdivision. 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. We are just going to substitute the value. Tan 45 degree is 1. Since we have square in the equation, I am just writing square plus the value of cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree, we knew that it is root 3 by 2. So I am just writing root 3 by 2. Since there is a square, I am just writing square here. Now sin 60. Sin 60's value is root 3 by 2. So I am just writing root 3 by 2. And we have square there, so I am just writing the square. Now 2 into 1 square is 1. Now making square. Root 3 into root 3, 3. 2 2s are 4. Minus root 3 into 3. Minus root 3 into root 3, 3. By 2 2s are 4. Therefore, plus 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 gets cancelled. And we just have 2 1s are 2. Now first sum, third subdivision, cos 45 by secant 30 plus cosec 30. Now I am just going to substitute the value of the trigonometric functions. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2 by secant 30. The value of secant 30 is 2 by root 3 plus cosec 30. The value of cosec 30 is 2 plus 2. So now I am going to solve these things. First I am going to take the LCM in the denominator. Therefore it becomes 1 by root 2 divided by 2 by plus 2 root 3 the whole divided by 3. The whole divided by root 3, because when I take LCM, here the denominator is 1. So when I take LCM, it becomes root 3. I am just multiplying the root 3 with the numerator and denominator. Therefore it becomes like this. Now I am just going to reciprocate it. Therefore it becomes 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 2 root 3. On multiplying this, 1 into root 3 is root 3 divided by 2 into root 2 is 2 root 2 plus 2, I am just keeping it, root 2 into root 3 is root 6. Now I am going to take the conjugate. Therefore the conjugate term for the denominator is 2 root 2 minus 2 root 6. I am just multiplying the same in the denominator and numerator as well. How we can find the conjugate term is the sign of the second term of the denominator should be opposite. If it is plus, then the conjugate term should have minus. If it is minus, then the conjugate term should have plus. Why we are just multiplying the conjugate term with both numerator and denominator is, for example, if we take 5 by 4, I'm just multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2 by 2. The 2 gets cancelled and we will just have the equation. The values not get changed here. Therefore, the conjugate term is multiplied to the numerator as well as to the denominator. Hence, on multiplying it, 2 into root 2 into root 3 is root 6 minus 2 into root 3 into root 6 is root 18. And the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Therefore, I am just using this identity and multiplying it. It becomes 2 root 2 the whole square minus 2 root 6 the whole square. In the numerator, I am taking the 2 as common. Therefore, it becomes 2 into root 6 minus this root 18. I am just splitting and writing it as 9 into 2. In the denominator, 2 square becomes 4 and root 2 into root 2 is 2 minus again 2 square is 4. Root 6 into root 6 is 6. Because we already knew that root a into root a is a. That is root 2 into root 2 is 2. Root 6 into root 6 is 6. On multiplying the numerator, 2 into root 6 minus this 9. When I take square root of 9, it is 3. And I'm just keeping the root 2 as it is. By 4 2s are 8 minus 4 6 are 24. Now I'm going to solve the denominator. 2 into root 6 minus 3 root 2 by 8 minus 24 is minus 16. Now I'm cancelling this 2 and minus 16. 2 1s are, 2 8s are. Now it becomes root 6 minus 3 root 2 by minus 8. In the max rules, we will avoid having the negative value in the denominator. We will just bring that minus to the numerator. Therefore, it becomes minus root 6 and plus 3 root 2 by 8. Because minus into minus, it becomes plus. Therefore, the second term is plus. And also now, we generally don't have the first term as the negative value. Even if we got the first term as a negative value, we used to rearrange and write. Therefore, on rearranging, we will get the final answer as 3 root 2 minus root 6 by 8. And this is the answer. First sum, fourth subdivision. It is given that sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosec 60 by secant 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. So I have just substituted the values. Sin 30 is 1 by 2, tan 45 1 by 1, cosec 60 2 by root 3, secant 30 2 by root 3, cos 60 1 by 2, cot 45 1 by 1. Now we are going to solve this by taking the LCM. The LCM for the numerator fractions is 2 root 3. I am just going to multiply the fraction with the terms which are missing in this. So in the first fraction, root 3 is not there in the denominator. Therefore, I am just multiplying the root 3 to the fraction. It becomes root 3 plus, here both 2 root 3 is missing. So 1 into 2 root 3 is 2 root 3 minus 2 into 2. Because we have root 3 in the denominator, only 2 is missing. So I just have multiplied the 2 with the numerator. Divided by 2 root 3. Same case with the denominator. The LCM is 2 root 3. So in the first fraction, we have root 3 in the denominator. So I'm just multiplying with 2. And in the second term, we have 2 in the denominator. So I'm just multiplying the fraction by root 3. In the third term, we have only 1. Therefore, I'm just multiplying the fraction with 2 root 3. Hence, it becomes 2 into 2 plus root 3 plus 2 root 3 by 2 root 3. Now on solving this, root 3 plus 2 root 3 is 3 root 3 minus 2 2s are 4 divided by 2 root 3. I'm just reciprocating the second term into 2 root 3, 2 2s are 4 plus root 3 plus 2 root 3 is 3 root 3. Now this 2 root 3 gets cancelled and we will have 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by, I'm just rearranging the term and writing, it becomes 3 root 3 plus 4. Now we are going to take conjugate. So the conjugate term for the denominator is 3 root 3 minus 4. I'm just multiplying the numerator and denominator with the conjugate term. 3 root 3 minus 4 by 3 root 3 minus 4. Now the numerator is in the form of a minus b the whole square. Because we have a minus b into a minus b, therefore it is a minus b the whole square. The denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. On expanding the numerator, 3 root 3 the whole square minus 2 into 3 root 3 into 4 plus 16. This expansion is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I have expanded the numerator in using this identity. By a square minus b square is 3 root 3 square minus 4 square. On solving this, 3 3s are 9, root 3 into root 3, 3. Because we already knew that root a into root a is a. Minus 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 24 root 3 plus 16 by 3 3s are 9, root 3 into root 3 is 3 minus 4 4s are 16. On solving the numerator, 9 3s are 27 minus 24 root 3 plus 16 by 9 3s are 27 minus 16. Now I'm just adding 27 and 16 together. It gives 43 minus 24 root 3, just keeping it as it is, divided by 27 minus 16 is 11. So this is the final answer. Now fifth subdivision. It is given that 5 cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. I am just substituting the values for each trigonometric functions. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Since square is there, I am just writing a square here, plus 4 into secant 30. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3 square. Since square is given there, I am just writing square here, minus tan 45 is 1. Since tan square, I am just writing 1 square, divided by sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Since square is here, I am just marking the square there also, plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2. I am just writing square because it is given in the question. Now I am going to solve these. 5 into 1 into 1 1 by 2 2s are 4. I am just taking square, plus 4 into 2 2s are 4, root 3 into root 3 is 3. We already knew that root a into root a is a. This is because root a the whole square, the square and the square root gets cancelled and we will get a. Therefore root 3 into root 3 is 3 minus 1 square is 1 divided by 1 1s are 1 by 2 2s are 4 plus root 3 into root 3 is 3 by 2 2s are 4. Now I am going to solve this entire fraction. 5 into 1 by 4 is 5 by 4 plus 4 4s are 16, 16 by 3 minus 1 divided by, in the denominator fraction we have the same denominator, therefore I am just adding it. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 by 4. This is equal to, now I am going to take the LCM for the numerator. The denominator gets cancelled because 4 by 4 is 1. The LCM is 12, therefore the first fraction has to be multiplied by 3. So 5 into 3 is 15 plus 16 into 4. The LCM is 12, therefore the first fraction should be multiplied by 3 and the second fraction should be multiplied by 4 and the third fraction should be multiplied by 12. Therefore 5 3s are 15 plus 16 into 4 minus 1 into 12 divided by 12. I am not writing 4 by 4 since it is cancelled and we will get 1. There is no use of writing divided by 1. Now solving these terms, 15 plus 16 into 4 gives 64 minus 1 into 12 is 12 divided by 12. On solving the numerator, 15 plus 64 minus 12 gives us 67 divided by 12. So this is the final answer for this sum. Now second sum, first subdivision, 2 tan 30 divided by 1 plus tan square 30. I am just substituting the values of the trigonometric function. 2 into tan 30 value is 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus tan 30 value is 1 by root 3 since square is the square. Now I am just going to solve this normal multiplication. Now I am multiplying the numerator. 2 into 1 by root 3 is 2 by root 3 divided by, now solving this, 1 plus 1 into 1 is 1 by root 3 into root 3 is 3. We already knew that root a the whole square, the square root and square gets cancelled and we will get a. Similarly root 3 the whole square equal to 3. And now I am just solving this, 2 by root 3 divided by, I am taking the LCM for the denominator, LCM is 3, so 3 plus 1 by 3. I am going to reciprocate it, 2 by root 3 into 3 by 4. Cancel, 3 plus 1 is 4 and this division changed to multiplication so that reciprocation is done. Now I am cancelling 2 and 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Now I am planning to cancel this 3 and root 3. We already knew that root a into root a gives us a. So this 3 has 2 roots in it. Root 3 into root 3 is this 3. So I'm just going to cancel 1 root 3 in this 3. Therefore this gets cancelled with this and 1 root 3 will remain there. Therefore the final answer is root 3 by 2, which is the value for sine 60. Hence A option is correct. Second subdivision. It is given that 1 minus tan square 45 degree by 1 plus tan square 45 degree. I am just substituting the value. Tan 45 is 1, square is this, so square. Tan 45 is 1, so square is this, square. 1 minus 1 square is 1 by 1 plus 1, which is 0 by 2, which is equal to 0. Therefore D option is correct. Now sine 2a equal to 2 sine a. Among the given options, I would say a equal to 0 degree is correct, because that is the only option which satisfies this equation. We will prove it how it is satisfying the given equation. I am just substituting the value of a. Now sine 2a equal to sine 2 into 0. Instead of a, I am just writing 0, which is equal to sine 0 degree, which is 0. Similarly, right hand side 2 sine a, which is equal to 2 into sine 0, 2 into sine 0 degree, which is equal to 2 into 0, which is 0. Therefore the LHS is equal to RHS. Hence A equal to 0 degree is correct. A option is correct. Now moving on to fourth subdivision. 2 tan 30 by 1 minus tan square 30. I am just substituting the value. 2 tan 30. Tan 30 value is 1 by root 3. Tan 30 value 1 by root 3. Square is there, so square. On solving this, 2 into 1 by root 3 is 2 by root 3 divided by 1 minus 1 ones are 1. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. Because we already knew that root a the whole square is a. Since the square root and square gets cancelled, on solving this, 2 by root 3, I am just reciprocating it. I am just reciprocating the second term. Therefore into 3 by, we are just taking the LCM here. The LCM is 3. On taking LCM, it becomes 3 minus 1 by 3. So this will be the fraction after LCM. When I reciprocate it, I'll get 3 by 3 minus 1. This is equal to 2 into 3 by root 3, 2. Now 2 gets cancelled. We already knew that root 3 into root 3 is 3. Therefore, I am planning to cancel 1 root 3 from both the numbers. So root 3 is cancelled here. Root 3 remains. Therefore, there are 2 root 3's in 3. So 1 root 3 remains here. On multiplying the remaining numbers, we will get root 3, which is the value of tan 60. Therefore, among the option, C option is correct. Now exercise 8.2 third sum. It is given tan a plus b equal to root 3 and tan a minus b equal to 1 by root 3, where 0 degree is lesser than a plus b, which is lesser than or equal to 90 degree. Therefore a and also a is greater than b. We have to find a and b. Now taking the given term, tan a plus b equal to root 3. The value of root 3 can be written as tan 60. Now on cancelling tan on both sides, I'll get a plus b equal to 60 degree. So let this be equation 1. Similarly, I'm going to try for the another equation. I'm just cancelling the tan here. Now tan a minus b equal to 1 by root 3. So the value of 1 by root 3 can be written as tan 30 degree, because 1 by root 3 is tan 30. On cancelling the tan on both sides, I will get a minus b equal to 30 degree. Let this be the equation 2. I'm cancelling tan here. Yeah, now I'm solving 1 and 2. Now I'm adding 1 and 2. Therefore, a plus b equal to 60 degree, a minus b equal to 30 degree. Plus plus is 2a, plus minus cancels, which is 90 degree. Therefore, a equal to 45 degree. Because 2 comes this side, it becomes division. 90 by 2 is 45. So a transpose occurs here. Now I am going to substitute this value in the equation. Substitute a equal to 45 degree in 1. Therefore 45 degree plus b equal to 60 degree. This 45 comes this side, it becomes minus. Therefore b equal to 60 minus 45, which is 15 degree. Hence angle A equal to 45 degree and angle B equal to 15 degree. So we have found what they have asked. Now fourth sum, first subdivision, it is given that sin A plus B equal to sin A plus sin B. We have to state whether this is true or false. So let A be 30 degree and B will be 60 degree, just assuming. I am substituting this value in LHS. Therefore sin 30 plus 60 equal to sin 90, which is 1. Similarly, let's substitute in RHS. Sin A plus sin B equal to sin 30 plus sin 60. The value of sin 30 is 1 by 2 plus sin 60 value is root 3 by 2. When I add this, I am just getting 1 plus root 3 by 2. The value of LHS and RHS are not equal. Therefore, sin 30 plus 60 is not equal to sin 30 plus sin 60. Which implies sin A plus B is not equal to sin A plus sin B. Hence, the given statement is false. Fourth sum, second subdivision, the value of sin theta increases as theta increases in 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree. So in the equation they are asking whether the value of the sin theta increases if the value of theta keeps on increasing. So let's try with few examples. Let me take the value of theta from 0. Sin 0 degree is 0. Next sin 30 degree. So the value of sin 30 degree is 1 by 2, which is 0.5. Next sin 45 degree. The value is 1 by root 2, which is 0.707. Therefore, now while comparing, the value keeps on increasing from 0.5, from 0.5 to 0.7. As the theta value increases, the value keeps on increasing. Let's try other few numbers. Sin 60 equal to root 3 by 2, which is 0.866. So from 0.7 it is increased to 0.8. Next we will try sin 90. The value is 1. So from 0.8 the value increases to 1. Therefore the given statement is true. Third subdivision, the value of cos theta increases as theta increases. Same like sine, we will try with few examples. Cos 0 degree equal to 1. Next we will try cos 30. The value is root 3 by 2, which is 0.866. Now we will try cos 45. The value is 1 by root 2, which is 0.707. Next we will try cos 60 degree. The value is 1 by 2, which is 0.5. The final one, cos 90 degree, the value is 0. Therefore on comparing, the value decreases while the theta value is increasing, the actual cos value is decreasing. Therefore the given statement is false. Now fourth subdivision, sin theta equal to cos theta. We have to say whether this is true or false. We are going to substitute different theta values for this statement to find out whether it is true or not. So to start with, let me try with 45. Sin 45 degree equal to cos 45 degree. Here theta equal to 45 degree. In this case, this is true because sin 45 value is 1 by root 2, whereas cos 45 value is also 1 by root 2. When I try for different theta value, sin 30 equal to 1 by 2 and cos 30 equal to root 3 by 2. Here it is not equal. Therefore the given statement is not always true, hence it is false. The given statement is false. Now moving on to fifth subdivision, cot A is not defined for A equal to 0. So they are asking us to calculate whether cot A is not defined when A equal to 0. So let's solve it. Cot A equal to cos A by sin A. I am just substituting the value of A, which becomes cos 0 by sin 0, which is equal to cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. 1 by 0, anything by 0 is undefined or not defined or infinity. So therefore the given statement is true, as we already knew that anything divided by 0 is not defined or undefined or infinity. Therefore the given statement is true. With this we are completing the exercise 8.2. Thank you all for watching SMART. Grasp, explore and win. Stay tuned for more videos.